What's going on, people, and welcome to my match recap and player ratings from yesterday's game, Manchester United versus Southampton. I was out yesterday, so I didn't get to watch it live. I had to come back and find a full replay of it. So I have done my ratings, and I'll get into that in a minute. But a 1-1 draw, and a game I felt the first half we edged it, to be honest. And the second half, I thought Southampton were by far better than us. David De Gea making a lot of saves again to keep us in the game. Sancho got man of the match, I believe, in terms of the online and the majority, it seems. He got the goal, but I think there was a point in the game where we broke on them and he was going down the left and he had Rashford and Ronaldo open for an open pass. And he held onto the ball and got a shot away, but the keeper denied him, and it should be a tap-in for Rashford or Ronaldo, but he doesn't pass it. It's things like that as well that I can't give you man of the match for stuff like that, even though you got a goal. On a plus side, Rashford got an assist, but I still think other than that, he was poor. The midfield we lost, I feel like. In the first half, we probably edged it slightly, but the second half, we got dominated. I think Adams caused us problems. I thought Broja, or Broha, I don't know how you pronounce his name, was excellent again. Ward-Prowse, he was involved at times, probably not as much as he would have liked to have been, but I feel like he did enough. And yeah, just not good enough again. Like I said, the first half we probably edged, and then the second half we didn't come out, and we're lucky that we didn't lose. I predicted a 2-1 win for Southampton, and again, we at least get something from the game, but it's not good enough. And there's huge problems at that club, as I've been saying for ages. The player ratings in a minute are really bad, the majority of them. But I have to be honest. And Ronaldo missed a chance early on where he rounded the keeper and a defender cleared it, that Peru. Ones that you expect him to be scoring, and I think it's affecting him. And it has been for a while, but you can't ignore things like that either. I don't care if you're Messi, Ronaldo, I don't care who you are. And it's not just on him, but that's just an example. He rounds the keeper, and you've seen him score many of them before. Lots of them sort of goals, and I think that's a confidence thing, and just getting weighed down by other stuff going on at the club. So, a game, look, I'd obviously rather a point than nothing, but it's just really not at the level we need to be. We're miles off of City and Liverpool. I think we're miles and years and years and years off of a title. Even an FA Cup or something, it looks like it's so far away. I feel Ranić got a lot of things wrong yesterday as well, but a lot of it is on the players again as well. So let's get into the ratings. David De Gea, I'd give him an 8. I thought he was excellent again. Crucial saves again. Kept us in the game. And I think he was our man of the match easily. So David De Gea, an 8. Delo, I'll give him a 6. I thought he was better than average. I thought he was better than Shaw on the other side. I think he was the best out of the defence, even over Varane. So Delo, I'd give him a 6. Varane, I'd give an average 2 over 5. Not the best game he's had, but not the worst. It wasn't as dominating from him as you've seen in other games, but still not worse than Maguire. Maguire, a 3. He's so slow. The amount of times he got caught out in a game again. The goal, look, Varane has to come out of position to try and close down a Southampton player. And then Maguire, you see him in the replay trying to sprint to Adams to get back, and he can't get anywhere near him. And it happened countless times in the game again. He's shocking. And he's our captain. He should have never been put back into the team. Lindelof and Varane were doing fine. Phil Jones, I feel sorry for as well. Played one game and was excellent. They should all, even Bay, I know he's injured at the moment, but even all of these should be before Maguire. But they won't do it because it doesn't suit them. It doesn't suit the brand and the image they want. It doesn't suit it because he's captain. But all of that could be changed, but they won't do it. And he was shocking again. Maguire gets a 3. Luke Shaw, I thought was below average. Give him a 4. I thought he started off okay, but nothing exceptional. I'd give him an average, but then I felt like he didn't do as much as Delo going forward. I think he was dodgy at defending at times. So not the best I'd seen from Shaw. So a 4 for Shaw. McTominay, a 3. Countless tackles and fouls that he's given away unnecessarily. He gets run by in the midfield by players too easily. When he doesn't get run by, he's fouling and giving up needless free kicks. He was poor on the ball, I thought. Doesn't offer enough. Doesn't offer any creation. poor again. McTominay gets a free. Pogba, I thought he started well, and then he drifted off into as the game went on. The longer it went on, I thought the worse he got. I started him off with a 6, and he ended up with a 4, because I think that the game passed him by. And as I said, the longer it went on, the more he faded away, and not good enough. 4. Sancho, I'd give an average. He gets the goal, but as I said earlier, there's that moment where he could get an assist and just play in Rashford or Ronaldo for a tap-in. And you don't do it, picks a wrong option, and we suffer from it. So, not the best I've seen from Sancho. Average, 5. Bruno, I'd give a 4. He put a few balls through to people, but I don't remember him having a shot, to be honest. I don't feel like he was heavily involved in this game as much as other games that he recently been involved in. Even though I'll give Pogba a 4 as well, I'd probably argue that Pogba's 4 was a better 4 than Bruno. So, disappointed with Bruno, and again, he's bitching to the ref at one point, him and Maguire. Maguire's not getting the players away from the ref like captains are supposed to. And then Bruno's acting like a right diva in front of the ref's face. I'd have sent him off the pitch there and then. Straight red. Get out of my face. I don't like it what Bruno does at all. All this bitching and moaning all the time. You're not even backing it up. You don't even deserve to be bitching and moaning because you're acting like a diva and you're playing absolutely shit. So Bruno gets a 4. Rashford, 3. Yes, he does the right option with the assist. But apart from that, he makes a lot of wrong decisions again throughout the game. His body language always, to me. I saw him praying when he come out before kickoff, when he come out in the lineup and they're walking on the pitch. What are you praying for? That you make a good performance, because you failed again. Yes, you get an assist, but apart from that, he was absolutely shocking again. So you need to be doing all the praying you can be, but it's not working, obviously. Rashford gets a 3. Ronaldo gets a 3 as well for me. He rounds the keeper, should score. And I just don't think he was involved enough. There wasn't a lot of service for him again, but there were still moments where he should be doing better as well. And I thought he was poor again. So for me, Ronaldo gets a 3. And in the subs, we had Alanga, who come on, and I thought I didn't notice him at all, so I'd have to give him a below average. I'd give him a 3 as well. Some of these might sound very harsh. Lingard also come on as well. Maybe an average. I think he was better than Alanga, but didn't really do a lot himself. So I'd probably give Lingard an average. And Ranić, I'd give him a 3 because Maguire shouldn't be starting. Rashford shouldn't be starting. Bruno arguably shouldn't be starting. It's just not good enough. And he didn't make any... The subs he made were really late and not effective. So for me, I think Ranić failed. The players failed. Just an all-round shit show. And the Southampton are a good team. And as I said, I predicted them to win. And we didn't lose. But it feels like a loss because of how we perform. And we're wasteful. And we get dominated in the midfield nearly every game. Maguire looks like an absolute embarrassment at the back. And that's our captain. Why is Ronaldo, why is Varane, why is De Gea going to listen to him when he's won fuck all? It's an absolute joke at that club. Yet they've put him captain. And they wonder why we've got all these problems. I'm not just saying it's him, but he's one of the main culprits. And why are they going to listen to him in the dressing room? They're not. And I don't blame them for not listening to him. We've got divided in the dressing room. It's coming out in performances on the pitch. Players don't like each other. And it's a shit show. So, absolutely embarrassing. Yes, we could have lost the game, but it feels like a loss. Not good enough. We're miles off of titles, and it's just video after video I'm saying the same shit because it's the same stuff we're getting from them. Man of the match, easily David De Gea. I feel sorry for him. I said yesterday to my partner that if I was David De Gea, can you imagine the amount of pressure and just how fed up he is of every game having to make as many saves as he does because people can't defend properly. And we can't defend as a team, and people won't track back, and people won't work. And yet they want to moan to the ref and try and get stuff that they don't deserve because they're not putting in the effort. Absolute joke. I said if I was David De Gea, I'd be putting in a transfer request and saying I want to go. Because he's got to be fed up with the amount of stuff he has to deal with and how he has to keep him in games. And then we don't even go on to win a lot of these games. So I feel sorry for the lad. Servant of the club, and I think he's easily be our player of the year again. So David De Gea, man of the match for me, easily, without question. We go on to the next game, but just it doesn't seem to matter to me at the moment who we play. I don't have any confidence because we're not a team. We don't gel. We don't have that fluidity and chemistry that other teams have. Even if they're a supposedly lesser team, they have better team chemistry and better fluidity, and players actually get on with each other. And a manager has a philosophy and a style of play. We don't have any of that. I'm ashamed of this club at the moment, to be honest. I'm not surprised by it anymore, but I'm ashamed. I don't get as angry as I did anymore, but I get sad because it's not good enough. And it's not good enough for the fans. We don't deserve this. So, a lot of problems at this club. We'll probably lose Ronaldo at the end of the season as well. And it's just going to get worse. I'm afraid to say it's going to get worse. Because until these owners go, and board, and a lot of stuff within that club, players as well, coaches, people on the training pitch, even the medical staff, you could argue. The amount of injuries we've had over the years, more than other clubs, is a joke. So much work needs to be done at that club, and I don't think it's been a reset at all since Rangnick went in. We got sold that, and I think we were lied to. Because I don't see a lot of change. We still have Fletcher on the bench. Why is he on the bench? Why is he telling him what to do and who to bring on and off? And you're meant to be the director. What are you doing on the bench? Do you see any other clubs doing that? Absolute joke. Disappointing. And I'll be back soon, guys, with another vid. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'll speak to you guys soon.